Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel with your guide Paul. And you've just caught me just digging over this area here in the polytunnel while it's dropped down a few degrees. So I thought I'd come in here and dig this over, ready for what I'm going to put in there. The tub that I had in here, which was there, that is still going to go there because that's how I've grown cucumbers in the polytunnel. I've not grown them in the ground. When I have, they've died. So I'm putting them still in a plant pot. Well, it's more of a tub, but I've got to go back to the den and get that in a minute. I just grabbing 5 minutes over the plot while I can do it. But in today's video, it will be mainly sorting out this cucumber, but also telling you what, well, not telling you, showing you what seeds I'm sowing right now, and ones that you can do yourself depending on where you are in the world. If you're in the southern hemisphere, not really the weather to do it, but if you're in the northern hemisphere, absolutely perfect time to sow the seeds that I'm going to show you. So let's crack on. I've got to show you some areas of some of the areas where the seeds that I'm going to sow, I'm going to replace what's already in there in the allotment. So let's show you what I'm going to replace when they're ready. And one of the crops that I'm going to replace with what I'm going to sow are onions, and they're doing really well at the moment. They are starting to bulk out. With some of the bulbs are getting really fat. That's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. Fat onions are really good. Thin onions, not so. But one thing I'm going to show you when I go back to the den is what's going to replace all these onions, or what I'm going to put in place. And the other thing that I'm going to replace is my garlic. I have an idea for this area, but I'm going to think about it before I get back to the den and show you the seeds that I'm sowing. So yeah, and the garlic look really good. The stems are getting very fat indeed. They're getting very full. So oh dear, I've just seen something. I've just seen them going to seed, so I'm going to have to sort all that out. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. But let's crack on and let's get back to the den, and I'll show you what I'm sowing. Ooh, lovely. Right, I've just remembered I've got a coffee waiting for me. Little Ninja's made back at the den. So let's crack on and get back to the den. Wow, I decided, as it's such a beautiful day, I'd come back to the plot and show you the seeds I'm sowing right now for June. There are a couple of times that I sow in June because it's perfect weather for sowing. Whether you plant them into the ground straight away or plant them in pots for other uses, anywhere like in big containers or anything like that, I do a couple of sowings. but this is the first lot of sowings that I'm going to be doing, and this here, what you can see, all this you can sow right now. Yeah, that's right, that is quite a lot of seeds. I'm not going to sow every single one because I'll be here till Christmas sowing all that lot. The majority of what I'm going to show you are in that container, so I'll just clear all this out of the way so it's a little bit neater, and I will show you what I'm sowing right now. I have sown some of the items in that pot already, but I sowed them back at the den and they're doing all right. So let's crack on and show you what I'm sowing. Right, I need a bag just to put all those back in. Right then, let's get going on what I'm sowing right now. And the first one I'm sowing, well actually this is the second lot that I will be sowing, and it is a climbing bean, French bean, and it's the Cobra. It's a very, very trustworthy bean. This one grows really fast and produces a lot of veg, and I've got some in a big pot that's going to be going outside soon, but I've got it inside the polytunnel, and I'll show you that in one of my next videos, and hopefully they won't die. But this is worth sowing right now. That is a good one. The next one, a trusted favorite of mine, is the Burpees golden beetroot. I normally sow these any time of the year, but I prefer to grow them or sow them in June, which is right now, and they produce really good sized beetroot, so give them a go if you find them. They're at all your common places like garden centres or hardware stores, so worth a go. That one. Next one, believe it or not, is a tomato, and I've already done some tomatoes and they're doing all right, but mainly the ones that I'm sowing in June are for hanging baskets. It's perfect time. If you've forgotten about tomatoes, or you haven't got enough, do hanging basket varieties, because these are perfect. And this one is called a bite size. Perfect for salads and, well, just eating, really. Not for a lot of the tomatoes that I've grown already, which I use for sauces in meals, but this is good, especially if you've got the salads all the time. So they are on the go, and they are hopefully going to come up very soon. The next one is another beetroot that I trust, which is a cylindrica, and they are like, I would say, beetroot version of a carrot, and they do grow very long. If you've got really good soil, they'll grow really well. So that is another one. Next one that I will be growing is a Nero. This is a cow, and it is absolutely perfect for growing these right now. Yes, the temperature will get warm, but get them going before the really warm weather gets going, and you'll have a fantastic crop. Really good crop. Next one is one I grow all the time, which is basil, so you don't really need to see that. Another load of spring onions, the white Lisbon. I've already got loads going at the moment, which I will show you in my next video. And yeah, keep on doing those. More beetroot. Cool, blimey. No, I won't do that one. No. Lettuces. The Lolo Rosso, my favourite. That is perfect now. But when I do sow them, I sow them in the polytunnel in individual cells, and then when they're a little tiny plug plant, sorry, I put them straight in the ground, and they are really good ground cover as well, which I will show you in a few videos time. That the ground cover of these is pretty good if you've got spaces on your plot or wherever you grow your veg. And one other thing that I'm growing right now is edamame beans, which is a soybean. I've already done a batch and they're doing all right at the moment, and they have been outside, and the nights have been quite chilly lately, so yeah, I'm going to do another batch of these just in time as well. Oh, I better go and have a drink, and I'll be right back with the last few ones that I'm sowing right now. But if you're liking the video, please do smash that like button and the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. That helps you get notified when I upload a video, especially like this one. So do excuse me for a second while I have a drink, and we'll finish off the video and finish off what else I'm sowing at the moment. So be right back. Right then, I'm suitably refreshed after having a nice drink, and let's carry on. Right, the next item or seed that I am sowing is it says there is a courgette, but I would say it's more of a squash, a trombosino. I can't even pronounce it properly, but this one is absolutely perfect to sow right now, because it is, as it says there, a very vigorous climber. And where I'm going to put this when they have germinated is exactly like I showed you earlier on, where the garlic and the onions are. But I've got to make a frame, so that shouldn't take too long to make a frame, but that is where I'm going to put them. But there's also another thing that I'm also going to put with these to replace the onions and garlic. Carrots. Carrots are a good combination plant or veg to put in straight after onions and garlic. You can put in tomatoes, which I did last year, and they were fantastic. So I'm leaving the tomatoes spare that I've got, and I'm not putting them where the onions and garlic were. I'm going to put carrots. So all these will go in. I've got a Nance 3 variety. I've got a Autumn King, which is just right now. That will be mature and that'll be ready to lift, say end of September, October time. Perfect. The next one, which I've already done, is a Maestro F1. They're always reliable. I've got them in between lettuces at the moment, and they've come up, which is a good thing. And also, last but not least, the Banger F1. yes, I'm going to try these in the ground. I wanted to try them in my carrot bed with my vertical pallet, but I think I'll try them in the ground. So wish me luck. And there is one last thing as well, and it's a kohlrabi which I've sown already, but I'm going to sow again. It's not this one that I've sown already. I've sown the white variety, and they're doing all right at the moment, but I will be sowing more of these, and so far, touch wood, they're doing all right, even the ones in the ground. So that is just a small selection of seeds that I'm sowing right now. I will be back coming to the end of June and showing you more seeds that I will be sowing. Some of them will be slightly different, but it all depends on the weather. And touch wood, the weather should be fine. So if you've liked the video, thank you very much for watching today, and I've got to say this, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining my channel and joining, well, not my channel, Little Ninja's channel. And I hope you enjoy the journey with me. This is Paul from the Little Red Ninja Allotment Polytunnel, where it is very warm but very nice as well. And I'll see you in the next video, which you might enjoy. Well, I hope you do. But until then, look after yourself and keep plodding on. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.